What's poppin', big sippers? It's your girl, the Britney G.
And Notorious too. And you're tuned into another episode of
AunTEA
Talk. So, y'all already know it's been a minute, but we're going to start the show with our silk tea. For today's silk tea, we have what's called peach poppin'.
You made that up. Natural peach.
Natural peach. I knew it was something with peach, but we got wine.
You definitely made that up. Like, I didn't tell you nothing like that when you asked me what was the wine for today.
Poppin' peach. I bet it's poppin' though. I bet it's natural peach. It's poppin'.
It probably is because it's 12%.
So let's go ahead. Oh,
I like it.
I only got a little kick, a little bite.
Yeah, I like it. It's like real fresh tasting.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, so let's get into the sponsorship opportunities. So as you already know, AunTEA Talk, we're looking for black dope entrepreneurs who have plant companies, aromatics such as candles, candle waxes, incense, anything to get the aroma going, adult games, adult beverages, and last but not least, tea companies.
And we also have a tea shop for minority-owned businesses for promotional opportunities. So if you're interested in a promotional opportunity by joining our tea shop or a sponsorship opportunity, hit us up at AunTEAAPodcast@gmail.com. I also got something else to say.
Okay.
So, if for those who do not know, this is not Britney and I's first collaboration together, business collaboration.
Yes.
We also have the Connect 2. And the Connect 2, basically, we have black business mixers, pop-up shops, and we have the plugs, which are black-owned businesses. So, if you're also interested in attending or becoming a part of the Connect 2 or the plugs, hit us up at theconnect2@gmail.com.
In addition to that, our next event is on Sunday, July the 24th, and it's our first annual Back to School Bash. So we're asking for all of our vendors or the plugs, as well as guests, to bring in any type of clear book bags or school supplies for students K through 12. Also, it's a free event to everybody. Make sure y'all come out, bring the kids. It's a family friendly event.
Yes.
And we're still looking for vendors. So if you know any dope black business owners in the Atlanta area, metro Atlanta area, or somewhere that is not a far commute, or if you want to commute, because we don't have vendors from out of
New
state.
Orleans and all that.
We don't have vendors
Cali.
from out of state. So
Ooh.
make sure y'all come. We're still, like I said, we're still accepting vendors, but we be selling out quick. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hop on it, because this is our first annual and we are back.
Yes, and that the people been asking
People
for.
been asking.
So we
are
back.
So don't y'all wait the last minute try to sign up, because this event, I'm not squeezing in nobody else the last minute, because y'all be killing us with it. But yeah, make sure y'all check us out. All right, girl. So what we on to? The TFlip?
We're going to get into this TFlip. So for today's TFlip, of course, we have Charge It to the Game. Again, we need adult game sponsors.
Heavy.
For real.
No, it's new words. Real bad. Real bad.
So I'll pull first. Communion card. All players who have sat through a 3-hour church service take a drink. Oof, I ain't even got to finish that. Good.
You don't have your water for her.
Oh.
It's just something about a black Baptist or whatever type of black church, especially back in the day.
Yes.
When we was growing up, you been in church all day.
I think it's got a lot better now.
Yeah. It's more modern.
Yeah.
I will pull this fucking card. If you ever peed on yourself as an adult, take a
My hands are...
I done peed on myself. Not just like willy-nilly peed on myself, but it be like, that shit be coming. It usually be like, I be intoxicated. I be drunk a little bit, so I'm like, I can't hold it. And it don't be a full blown out pee. It be like,
You gotta do that shit though. Goddamn. Be like, fuck it.
it's already
coming.
Let me just finish it. I'm like, no, bitch, pull the fuck over. I'll pee outside or something. But yeah.
Did you drink though?
I'm about to.
Okay. Oh, this for men.
No, it was
I ain't
for
no
you.
man,
It
Mari.
was for you.
I ain't no man, Mari.
I be funny too. Read it. Say what it say.
Men, take a shot or take your shirt off until your next. I ain't no man. I'm a woman.
That's little bro. I really call her little bro too.
Everyone with their toes out drink. We both got them out. Fresh pedicures on deck.
Yes.
Who we?
Yeah.
It's about to be a time today.
281-330.
8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low because Mike Jones got auto up on the
Yeah. Look, and I try to read it all slow so you won't get it right. As soon as I started reading it, 281.
That Mike Jones number.
Yes. Well, the rest of the card says, whose telephone number is this? First player to answer correctly gives out a drink. But, of course,
Yeah, it's just last two, but last card for each.
Yeah.
If you ate a glizzy at most of your recent cookouts, take a drink. I don't eat glizzies.
I don't eat hot dogs.
I don't eat hot dogs. I used to love hot dogs.
Hot dogs are
But I don't eat them no more.
chili cheese dogs, slaw dogs.
What happened with me was I had too many for 4th of July one year. This is when I was in high school. I had too many for 4th of July, and the next day I had a very sharp pain on the side. Like I couldn't.
There was too much sodium. That's
Like
why.
I couldn't do nothing. Like I was crying. Like my mom and them had to take me to the hospital. They ain't no saying you just got gas. That gas was tearing my ass up.
That's what happened to you more than once, because I remember that happened to you in college. That was my first time hearing it. Something happened to you in college, and you had to go to the hospital, and it was gas. I was like, damn, I ain't never heard of that.
Maybe I had told you the story in high school.
Okay.
In college.
Okay, that's probably what it was. I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard of it. Man, that gas was on my ass last night. I felt nauseous when I got off of work. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, okay. Alright, last card. If you put water in the soap dispenser when it's running low, take a drink.
I feel like we poured that one before. We definitely pull another one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we showed it. I'm gonna take this one out.
Where's the girl?
Well, let me know, can I say it out loud?
Oh yeah, they don't need to know my middle name.
Okay. But the card says, if you know the middle names of any players expose them and give them a drink. So
I don't need y'all know my full government.
okay. You ready to drink? And we can come up with an alternative, because it says, if you didn't work out today, do 10 push-ups.
Give me 5 seconds.
Both of us.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do like this.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
What's up, man?
Well, that wraps up TFlip for today.
It's time for a refill, too.
Oh, my eyes are turning. They ain't turning yet, but I know it's on the way.
If y'all ever heard us say that, I can't remember if I told y'all that or not.
You did, but you can tell them again.
We got that from my mama. That's her thing. All right, so we're going to add on something new today and moving forward. So, as y'all know, I just had a birthday, so I was thinking like, it's a new year for me. I want to start showing more gratitude to everything that's around me. So I thought of the idea of each episode, like, let's say something, it can be something very small. What are we grateful for? So I pitched it to Tia, and Tia was with it. So I started off. What I'm grateful for are compression socks.
What the hell? Yeah. Now I need to change my grateful.
I told you it was gonna be something simple. She over here was thinking hard, like, dang. I told you it's gonna be simple. Like, it can be anything, like just showing gratitude towards everything. But I'm grateful for compression socks. Simply because more than ever now is because I just went to Greece for my birthday, and those were 13 to 15 hour flights. Excuse me. 13 to 15 hour flights. So if I didn't have those compression socks, matter of fact, coming back, I didn't have my compression socks, so I really felt a major difference. I wore them there, but coming back, I thought I put it in my jacket, but I didn't. So I didn't have them on me. I didn't have them until I got back home. So yeah, my feet were so inflamed. So I'm grateful for compression socks. There's some real AunTEAA shit right there.
That is. Well, mine is on a whole different level.
Go ahead.
I'm grateful for my parents.
Yes, that's something to be grateful for, though.
Yeah, I come from a 2-parent household, so like many people don't have that, that opportunity in life to have both of their parents growing up. So like the older I get, the more I'm even more grateful for them and just all the lessons that they taught me over the years and how like I find myself implementing them into my life now when they were teaching me, I was like, y'all old, like I ain't trying to.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older,
you see
I see all the
values in you. And that's another thing we done told y'all this already before, where we connected, because we have older parents. So they were instilling things into us where we had friends who had younger parents, and our parents were on the same page, although we weren't friends, but our parents are on the same page. Like, no, you're not doing this, no, you're not doing that, or you should do this, or you should do that. Meanwhile, our friends doing whatever the fuck. But it's so crazy now when we talk to our friends who had younger parents, they like, we really look up to folks like y'all, because they were, pretty much they were putting us on the right path, because they were older,
And what's crazy is, like, I even thought about this the other day. I'm like, dang. Like, granted, your mother is African or whatever, but, and my folks, black. Like, granted, they're two different cultures, but they still was able to instill basically, like, a lot of the same principles and morals in us. So, I feel like that just show who our parents is off bat right there, like, how amazing they are. But, yeah. Shout out to
I hope she watches. Cause her mom ain't gonna have it.
Shout out to Wayne and Glenda. I tried to say both of their names together. Ew. But yeah. You ready to get into this Tspill?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So for today's Tspill is, what's up, Auntie? What's up?
Auntie, what's up?
Like, me and Brit, like Brit just told y'all, she just got back from, didn't just get back, but she went to Greece for her birthday. So basically we just been trying to keep these stories concealed until this moment, so we can give y'all a girl talk via Auntie talk. So I guess I'll start off with these past 2 weeks for me.
Okay.
And I would say I'm grateful for these past 2 weeks. But in the same sense, like, I have been feeling very overwhelmed. Like, I feel myself getting back to basically cloudy minded. And every time I get cloudy minded, that's when I seep into depression or whatever. And it's because I have a lot going on. I'm working 2 part-time jobs. Well, one is full-time, one is part-time. Doing, running businesses. I'm running Vitables. We got Connect 2. We got Auntie Talk. And then I'm putting together a whole business plan. Like, it's just a lot that I'm trying to accomplish right now. So, I have definitely been feeling overwhelmed. And, I'm able to acknowledge it. Typically, I would just get in this phase and I just seep deeper and deeper and deeper. But now that I'm more aware of, everything, I'm scaling back some in the sense of, like, today, I called off work. Like, I called off work and I said, I'm going to take myself on a date. When we finish shooting today, I'm taking myself on a date. I'm going to get me some Thai sushi. That's my favorite place. I don't think I've been all year.
Yeah, we just on sushi this
weekend. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just take this day and just, treat myself somewhere. So that's what I would say. I also would say, I finalized my birthday plans.
Okay.
Just last night.
Okay.
I finalized my birthday plans. So I have put my deposit down for Costa Rica.
Yes.
I am taking me a solo trip, y'all.
Yes.
A solo trip to Costa Rica, and I wanted to take a solo trip because just to connect with me. I really want to vacay. I want to relax, and I know like anytime I go with a group of people, like it's an itinerary.
Yeah.
I want to move at my own. I really don't even plan on putting together an itinerary for myself. Like I told our friend TT 571 travel agency. Like I told her how I just want her to put me together some things that I can do, and I got an all inclusive resort. It's all adult. It's amazing. Like I just sit there and look at it on TikTok and stuff.
Okay.
But I said I wanted to go somewhere where it's a spa. Give me an all adult. I don't want to be around no kids.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Give me an all adult resort, and I need a spa. So
do you want to stay on the
so yeah, that's the reason why I wanted an all inclusive, so that I can stay on a resort the whole time, because
that'd be perfect.
Since I'm traveling alone, I don't really want to go out and venture into the local scene or whatever. So that was my whole purpose of doing the all inclusive.
Love that shit.
Yes,
you gonna love that.
Yes,
yeah,
yes. But I also would say other things that, been kind of keeping me afloat. Like how I mentioned, I'm working 2 jobs. And one of them is working with teens. And one thing about me, I love my teens, my babies. I call them my babies. I love my babies. Like, what I like about my teens is a lot of them come from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So they can literally be out here doing hot shit.
Yeah.
But instead they're in camp. They get paid to come to camp.
Yeah.
And a lot of them can make more money not coming to camp. But it's like a lot of them want different or whatever. So it's just like, I'm feeding into them, but they don't even understand that they're feeding into me. Like, so I just enjoy them. I look forward to going to work. Like, when I do have to go to work. But I think that's it. Oh, yeah, I did want to say one thing that I'm looking forward to is the parking lot concert this weekend.
Okay.
I'm definitely looking for a good time.
A good time with some good content.
And, like, I had told Britney this last weekend. I was like, I'm just ready for a weekend, because I know during the week I'm not going to be able to, but I just want to have a weekend where I can just relax. Like, a do not disturb. And I literally thought it was going to be this weekend. And I realized yesterday, I'm like, damn, I gotta go to this concert on Saturday. Then I got somewhere to go on Friday too.
But you're gonna have a time this weekend.
I'm gonna have a time.
And it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, and that's why I said I'm grateful. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But next weekend,
mine at the end of this month, after the week after our event. So it's gonna be like perfect for me, because I'm doing shit. So like, unwind.
Shoot, I might be doing stuff I ain't wishing. I can do it. I can run this shit back to back to back to back.
But I do want to talk about your Tspill just a little bit before I tap into mine. So I do know that you said that you're going to take yourself on a date today. And food is our thing.
Yes.
It's actually been a time where Sue was going through something. You know what? I was like, I'm finna get her something to eat. we connect on food.
She showed up with food. And then I started laughing like...
Because that was always our thing. We eat.
Yeah.
We gonna eat. Arms ain't big for nothing. We gonna eat.
We ain't got these auntie arms for nothing. We got big mama arms at this point.
But I do want to say, has that just happened within these 2 weeks?
I would actually say, yeah. These past like 2, 3, actually at this point, 3 weeks.
Do you know what your, and look at me trying to talk like my therapist told me I need to identify my triggers. Do you know what your triggers could have been?
I know what my triggers are. It's me overworking myself. So, that's why I say I need to scale back.
And I honestly feel like what I was just experiencing in May and early June is probably what you're going through right now, because it's so much all at once. Like, I had trips back to back. This Auntie Talk podcast is very new for me. I work 4 days a week, and they're 4 consecutive days, and I stand up for work. So I'd be tired. It was everything at once. And now you just started summer school. I mean, not summer school, but summer camp now. So everything's all at once. So I understand exactly. We canceled an episode before because I just needed that mental day. Yeah, so I understand.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, you enjoy your teens, and that is temporary. And I appreciate you for taking yourself out today. Like, and one thing about Teal, it's so crazy. We're both go getters, but I will drain myself. And I used, like I always said before, like I'm trying to get into self-care. We were both so super heavy on self-care, but really I could actually tell y'all, like, after the pandemic, I always been a hustler, but after the pandemic, it turned my hustle up some more. So now it's like, I gotta get it, because I have this goal that I want to reach, and although I'm not going to beat it onto myself like, oh, by 40, I got to have this, because I don't want to put myself into a mental state. Even though I'm going to speak it into existence that I will have certain things by 40. But I'm trying to have all my ducks in a row because I want to be a full-time entrepreneur before at least 33. So I know anytime it's a chance to get $1, I'm going to get it. But more so, Teal is like, and I'm loving the fact that she's just like, strict, no, bitch. My self-care comes first. And she's making that a priority. And I really, really do like that, because I don't really like this statement anymore. I sleep when I die. Because, like, why I gotta sleep when I die? Like, you can hustle and still take care of your body right now. So I'm still learning these right now, because I came in today and I saw something Teal had for her little Holly's business. And I'm like, oh, bitch, we going to the parking lot concert on Saturday. Bring the cooler out and sell out. And she was like, I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not doing it. Like, she just really want to enjoy herself. And I was like, I told her right now, I respect that.
Yeah.
Because me, I would have been burning myself out, but I was just like seeing it as an opportunity for my friend. But at the same time, remember, for self-care. So I do like that. I do like the fact that you actually took off today. Yep. I got to get to that point.
It's okay. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah. You ain't even gonna have to take off.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna have to take off. Just know that. All right, sis. So I gave my 2-week check-in. I want to hear about Greece now.
Okay, so let me tell you guys about Greece. Greece.
That's how they say it out there?
I don't know. Our flight was from Atlanta to Amsterdam. That was a 10-hour flight. And in Amsterdam and in Greece, it's a 7-hour time difference. They're 7 hours ahead of us in Atlanta. So Eastern Standard Time. They 7 hours ahead of that. So, when we got there, it was like afternoon when we got to Amsterdam. And so we had an 8-hour layover. So it was like, we just gonna, we didn't really have no plans or whatever. So it was like, we just gonna catch the train and ride like locals. So we did that. We kind of got lost a little bit.
I knew something. That was
a little bit. But what's funny is I was like, I still want to get lost a little bit. I was like, we got time to get back to that, but I didn't want to get too long. Yeah. So, so from the airport, we caught a train to some other train station. I was looking at stuff on TikTok of where to go, and the thing about it, like I was saying, is how they talk in Amsterdam. They talk with the they talk with or whatever. So as much as I wanted to just experience Amsterdam, because you can weed is legal over there. I just wanted to get high in Amsterdam. It's a whole other country to get high, and it's legal there. But unfortunately, we didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, we didn't. We could not find no weed. And what I can say is, I don't know, it was just the part where we were at for the time being. It wasn't that many people around that could speak English. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we pretty much just went to go get something to eat. I can't even remember the name of the place that we went to, but it was really good. We just walked around for a while, and then we was like, okay, let's just go back, because yeah, we don't know. But that's when we ended up getting lost a little bit on the train, because we didn't really know how to get back. And then we had only paid for a round trip, and we was getting on different buses. So of course, you got to tap your card. You at the MARTA station, you got to tap your card. You only get a certain amount of taps. Yeah. So we was trying to finesse, hold on, let's try to run behind. And we end up getting on the wrong one.
Finesse. You got finesse. Trying to finesse and got finesse.
We end up getting on the wrong one, but thank God the man, I guess he just picked up on our American accent or whatever. He was just like, just stay on here and then I'll let you know when to get on the next one. Yeah. So I was like, oh, thank you.
How did y'all realize that y'all got on the wrong one?
How did we realize? Oh, because on the train, he had like a little sign, like a little TV monitor, and it would say like all the different stops. Mm-hmm. And then I was asking them like, "Are we going to Leland or whatever?" And they was like, "No, no." What we end up doing is just going back to the bus stop where we got around one of the bus stops that was like in the route when we was going there. Mm-hmm. So we was like, okay, well they gotta go back there. Yeah. And we just sat at that bus stop and that's how we did it. So Amsterdam was alright. So then we end up flying to Greece. So we started off in Athens, Greece. And when we got to Athens, it was like 1:00 in the morning. So how the airport is set up, like they have taxis. Mm-hmm. They have a whole little taxi side. Whoever gonna be my taxi driver, and if I'm okay with you, I'm comfortable with you a little bit, you're just gonna be my taxi driver forever. Like, yeah. So, first of all, the nigga couldn't drive. He drive like a race car a little bit, but it was just like he was.
Could he not drive? He was just driving extreme.
He was driving extreme.
Okay.
He was on a little rough around the edges.
He knew what he was doing, but y'all just weren't used to it.
We weren't used to it. You know, foreigners already really can't drive, and he was driving a stick shift, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But he was cool. Mm-hmm. He was cool, so it was like, you know, we got to talk. He chopping up, he being personable with us. So, we ended up telling them, like, what all our plans were or whatever. And he ended up, like, you know, stopping us at the bodega. He ended up stopping us at one of the bodegas or whatever, let us get some snacks and shit like that, and some smoke. And then he ended up taking us to our hotel. And where we stayed at was Athens Mansion Luxury Hotel in Athens, Greece. And it was really, really nice. It had really nice views. It was actually directly across did you see my post when I was like showing off like right outside our window in the hotel? We was like right by the okay. Well, it sounds off like I heard in like certain places like in Europe or whatever, or just some place where they have like these historic like buildings or whatever. It's like cathedrals and stuff around. It sound off at certain times of the day. I really experienced that. Yeah. It was,
so like when they be ringing the bell and stuff.
Yes, throughout. Yeah, you can hear it. Like,
so do they ring it on every hour?
It's every hour.
Yeah, because that's how the granddaddy clock do.
Every hour. But so we were directly across from one of those churches, and from our hotel room we could see like one of the ancient Greek temples. Like it was a nice view or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm just gonna give him an alias. I'm gonna call him Jacob. Right. Okay. So Jacob is who picked us up, who was our taxi driver from the airport, and we was telling him that we're gonna be island hopping because we planned on going to Santorini, to Mykonos, and back to Athens because we was gonna fly out of Athens to come back to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So we was like, we were catching a flight to Santorini in the next day or whatever. So he was like, okay, well, I'll take y'all to the airport. So, you know, he already working his one too. So, and thank God we had that conversation because we had a taxi lined up. And I'm going to get to that because it's a situation that you already know what that situation is. So, boom. So, we only spent one day in Athens at this point. So, when we got there, we just kicked it. And like I said, it's a big major time difference. Mm-hmm. They 7 hours ahead. So, if we was back at home, we would still be up. So, me and him, we stayed up till like 7 o'clock in the morning. It was after 7 o'clock in the morning. We was just chilling, chopping it up outside. Mm-hmm. We watched the fucking sunrise and people go to work and everything.
That's cute.
So, we was like, well, let's just take a nap because we was hungry. And it ended up being a little longer nap than we expected. But we ended up just, for that day, we just went to lunch. And this one you had ended up FaceTiming. We was like, I want to see what y'all doing. But we went to lunch at one of the restaurants over there right by our hotel. And what I can say is every place I stayed in Greece, we stayed near a lot of shit. Like, we didn't have to go far out. But so we just went to a restaurant. And then our plans for that evening was dinner in the sky. The one thing that I only had 2 things planned for my Greece trip. It was, I wanted to experience dinner in the sky in Athens, and then I wanted to have a photo shoot in Santorini. I'm gonna get to Santorini because we ain't on that island yet, because I did some island hopping. So here we are now at dinner in the sky, and I'm just taking pictures. Oh, first of all, my loctician, Jalox, she wanted plenty of pictures because, of course, one of her hairstyles, I made it to Greece. My nail tech, Dazzle by Jazz, she wanted pictures because she want her nails in Greece. And then, of course, my travel agent, my sister, 571 again.
Yeah.
She want content. So all the pressure is on me. Like, I gotta deliver, and I gotta produce content for these people. I got 3 people on my line. Like, where my shit at? So I was so proud of myself because we say it all the time. We'll capture some things, but we're more so living in the moment type people that we're not really going to capture things or whatever. So I'm still living in the moment, but I'm still making sure like I'm capturing everything or whatever. So we had just started going up, and we were literally, first of all, it's only 1 hour while you're in the air, while you're in the sky, and Tia gonna be upset, but it's really finna be like, you finna be like, damn, what the hell? So I was capturing some moments or whatever so I can have the content, and I literally said, let me put my phone down so I can enjoy the moment. Till I had just put my phone down. It was a freak accident. Y'all. I dropped my phone out the sky. And everybody in Greece was telling me, was like, well, at least you can say that you broke your phone in Greece on the excursion dinner in the sky. So I guess I can say that, y'all. Yeah. I'm however many 100 feet in the air. Y'all, I had literally just said, okay, you me, and I'm him. This is our seating arrangements, right? Where your phone is, I had just set my phone down. I had made my last little post. I'm sending it to them while I'm in the sky and everything because they got Wi-Fi up there. So I'm sending them shit. I turn around and talk to him, and I got my elbow on the table. And I guess I do something like this, and I felt my elbow hit something. I said, what is that? I look down. I see my phone spiraling. So I watched my phone fall from however many 100 feet in the air to the ground. I said, my phone is falling.
So you was able to just...
I literally, it didn't just drop. It literally spiraled.
For somebody else to see.
It's still falling. Y'all, my phone falling. So, yeah. So,
will you marry me? Like, looking at me.
So, like, 2 minutes later, just like Six Flags, like I told you, you know how you downstairs, you got some people down there working or whatever. Thank God it wasn't like somewhere like in the bushes or nothing. It fell in their vicinity or whatever. So they sent the pictures of my phone. You remember? Didn't I send you the pictures of what my phone was like? My phone was shattered from the front to the back.
From the rooter to the tutor.
From the rooter to the motherfucking tutor. Okay. Screen gone.
Back gone.
Oh. So I was just like in shock for a while. I remember my face was just in the O like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then, so like I said, one of the servers up there, someone down working at the bottom sent them a picture, and she ended up showing me, she was like, I'm so sorry. And when she said that, she gave me her phone. She just came out of nowhere. She went, I'm so sorry. And I was like, my phone? I just thought the screen was going to be cracked. That shit was awful.
It's her. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Because
I got to bring you this news. But here's a moment.
And then they sent pictures of the front of the phone and the back of the phone. And you know when your screen cracked, it had those lines going down. So the screen just shattered like a mug. But you can still see like them lines.
The digital line.
So I'm like, I was just like looking at her phone for her. I was like, look at my phone. But you know what? Guess what I did, y'all? I was like, I'm still going to enjoy the moments, okay? Because the show must still go on. And this is day 1 in Greece. Mind y'all, I was out of town for a week. it's so bad because I'm the clumsiest person ever. I literally don't know nobody else clumsier than me.
First off, when Britney called me, she said, I said,
hello.
I'm
gonna let you say it before.
I said, hello. Children, I done outdone myself this time. Bitch, what the fuck you done did, man? And I knew it was gonna be on some clumsy shit. I knew it was gonna be on some clumsy, but I'm like, maybe it's something else. Now this bitch called me about some clumsy shit.
No, that wasn't even clumsy. That was top notch. Like, I don't even know what to call it. Y'all let us know what to call that moment. What's higher than clumsy?
Ridiculous. Like,
yeah, that goes on the show, ridiculousness. But so I was like, I know everybody, like, our folks still reaching out to us because this is day one. So our folks still reaching out to us, trying to make sure, everything okay, make sure we situated in and shit like that. So I'm like, let me reach out to somebody who got everybody's number, somebody who got my family number, my friends number, whoever need to get in contact with me. Like, I'm okay. I just broke my phone. So I called Tia from his phone, and she was like, she sent me like rolling eye emoji. You so fucking stupid. I'm fucking nervous. But so how do you feel about it? Not really. I didn't drop it though. If my elbow
it's still like it's just some Britney ass shit. Because like at the end of the day, like it's not like you're intentionally clumsy. Yeah. Like the shit you're just clumsy. So it's just some Britney ass shit. Like, bro, really?
Yeah, that was a real freak accident. But what I can say is, when we got to the bottom, the lady who sent, it was a young girl. She was about our age probably, I'm so glad that she spoke English really good too. Mm-hmm. She was so adamant about helping me. One thing I will say about the people in Greece, I done been to Mexico and I've been in Jamaica. I done been a few places, but they be cool in those countries, but they be rude. They just be their regular self rude. In Greece, everybody was nice. Everybody was nice. But she was so adamant with helping me. Because I was like, the next day, you remember, I'm going to Santorini. So I had a flight to catch. My flight was at 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything, mind you, I'm the responsible one, right? Everything is on my phone. All our flight information.
Right. Question mark. Fuck you.
All our flight information. We catching ferries or whatever. All our ferry information is on there. All our Airbnb information everything is on my phone. So we like, what the fuck? So I'm like, Tia, get in contact with TT 571. This our travel agent. This our sister. Get in contact with her. Tell her to please send me as much information as she can to his phone. So because our flight is in the morning, mind you, our dinner in the sky was at 9:30 at night. So that's only a few hours. Yeah. That's literally only a few hours for us to make it do what it do. But listen, God had me, baby. Because she was so adamant about helping us get in contact. Because we were supposed to have, mind you, I told y'all about the taxi drivers. I'll be getting their numbers because I want you to pick me up. You already know where I'm going. The taxi that dropped us off, I didn't have his number, so we ended up getting somebody else. But she was so adamant about helping to find who our, she found, like, most times their numbers don't be listed on Airbnb. I don't know how or what she did, but she found my Airbnb host phone number. I think I remembered the name because I couldn't log into any of my information because it's really a security thing, but it wasn't helping me at the time because most of these accounts or apps, when you log into,
you need to go to your email,
or not even your email. I know my password for my email thing, but they have to send a code
to your phone.
But what to do? And
bitch, how old did you turn? How old did you turn?
It's the wine. Is that 12% coming out? But yeah, they were really, really helpful. So boom, now we on to Santorini, next island. So we done caught the flight to Santorini, and my Airbnb that I stayed at, she was super, super, super accommodating. Like, where she stays at, that's where she has her Airbnb at. So it's like a complex type thing. It's like a house, and then it got a pool, and then she got all the different. And she was super accommodating. She was really, really nice. Like I really, really liked her. I was asking her like, what time does the pool close? Because we didn't stay right by the pool. Ours were more so to the view, and then the pool was like in the middle. But where the pool was, it was the other rooms around there. So of course, you know, most places be having quiet hours because other people are staying there. So I was like, what time the pool close? She was like, mommy, do whatever you want. Like, so yeah, that was really, really nice. She even suggested for us to go and go to Fear Island and to watch the sunset and take pictures. Well, I got so many. I'm so bad with posting pictures. I ain't posting out a picture. I was only in Santorini for one day, which I'm actually kind of sad about because when I first saw my Airbnb, I was browsing for, you know, just to figure out which one would be the best one for me. So where I actually stayed at, she had 2 days available because I wanted to do 2 days in Santorini, 2 days in Mykonos, then come back to, you know, Athens or whatever. And somebody ended up booking, so I'm like, damn. So I ended up going back the next day looking for it, and she ended up having it just one day available. So I was like, I'll just go to Santorini for one day because I was really trying to do my photo shoot. And I'm not sure if you guys ever seen anybody to do photo shoots in Greece, but it's like, you know, the beautiful white building background. You had the option to do a private shoot for like $400 or a shoot with like one more person or like, you know, a couple or some shit like that. All I know is we taking pictures. I'm taking pictures. I'm not even like noticing what's going on around me. I can't make this up. These 3 Asian girls ran up to me, Tills, and was like, Can we take a picture with you? Can we take a picture with you? I swear to God, I been on my daddy's grave. Like, can we take a picture with you? So I'm like, okay, shit. I do it. You are so cool. You are so cool. I kid you not. Everybody was like, "Oh, you a superstar. You a superstar." And our photographer was like, "I've never had." She was like, "I take pictures every day. I've never had anybody run up to me."
Cause they ain't never seen a dope ass black ass queen in Greece serving.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah. They dead ass. And I gave her my email or whatever, but I don't even know if she sent it to me or not. But she was like, "I'm gonna email you the pictures or whatever." She was like, "Thank you so much." They was like so appreciative. Like, you can tell me I want that bitch, cause
that was up.
Yeah. So okay, that was Santorini. Like I said, we had the photo shoot, and they were really, really accommodating. I did want to make sure that I wanted to give them a shout out because I really love the Airbnb I stayed at, and I definitely want to go back to Greece because I want to spend more time in Santorini and Mykonos. So boom, now we on the next island, y'all. We going on to Mykonos. So with Mykonos, we caught the ferry from Santorini to Mykonos, and if you guys don't know what a ferry is it's a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat.
This is one of my tips. I do have a few tips to talk to y'all about if you want to travel to Greece. If you're going to book with an Airbnb and not go the hotel route, make sure when your location that what you type in, because I typed in Mykonos, and come to find out, I ended up having to stay in a whole nother island still.
What? So you didn't go to Mykonos?
I went to Mykonos. I caught my ferry to Mykonos, and they have a taxi section. So I got the taxi. I show him like. I had the screenshot of the address to where my next Airbnb was supposed to be. So I show him and it said Tino's. Like, you know, I'm not thinking like I ain't from Greece, so I don't know if it says another, you know, city or some shit like that. You know, because think about Decatur and Elwood or something like that. You know, I'm not thinking because when I went to search and on Airbnb, I typed in Mykonos. So I'm not thinking it's gonna be somewhere else. Girl, I get there, the man say no. This the first man that was mean to me. He's like, "No, this is Mykonos. That's Tino's." So I'm like, "Okay, can you take me there?" "No, this is Mykonos. That's Tino's." I'm like, "Okay, what are you trying to tell me, sir?" He was like, "Mykonos is 30 minutes away." And one thing I can say, everything to them, kind of like Aruba, how it was like a 19-mile island. Everything is like close. What I noticed with them, they were saying like certain things were far, and I'm like, far? It's only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But the island is small.
Yeah.
So I'm not, you know, we used to drive like 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
So I was like, how far is it? They was like 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, you can't take me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why are you tripping? Come to find out, to get to Tino's Island, that you can't drive. You only can get there by ferry. And with those ferries are so massive. Like, you can tell people, kind of like how people take the MARTA train every day to work or whatever, they park their car at the MARTA station. They would drive. You can actually drive your cars on these ferries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'd be cars on there, motorcycles on there, all on the bottom level. Cars, motorcycles. We even seen a box truck and an 18-wheeler going there. Yeah.
Wow.
So
they got ships.
Yeah, it's a ship.
For ferries.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It's a real ship for the ferry or whatever. And so we end up, thank God, you know, we were able to purchase our next ferry ticket for the next ferry that was going to be going like 30 minutes later. It was only $9 a piece. So that was, €9 a piece. So that was 18 euros. So we were able to go to Tino's Island. But I was so upset because I was like, I asked the taxi man, like, can we call him? Like, what's up? Like, what the fuck? So we called him and he was like, he gonna try to tell me like, oh, I don't know what you did, but this is in Tino's. I said, no, I didn't do nothing. Like, I typed in Mykonos. You probably put, like, you know, I guess kind of like hashtag type things or whatever. Like, you put your listing up under Mykonos. I ain't never heard of Tino's Island a day in my life. Like, you know, shit, us niggas.
Yeah.
we know Santorini and Mykonos. So I'm not thinking like, you know, no damn Tino's. So anyway, long story short, we end up staying in Tino's the longest. And Tino's is a cool island, but it's more so for, I would say, like families or for retired couples that want to go somewhere and want to experience, like, you know, just another country or whatever, but it's quiet. It's more of a quiet place. So what we did there, we pretty much just like was eating, and we went to a beach. When I tell you, like, they have different beach clubs, but literally nobody was there. Like, at the beach club, only it was us two. Yeah. It was only us two. And then while we were out there, but it was just so serene. So we were able to enjoy it and soak up that moment. So I took everything for what it was at that time. But we did end up taking a day trip to Mykonos. And this is why Greece owes me, because Mykonos is that island that you're supposed to be at for our age group. And we went to Mykonos for a day trip. We caught a ferry there. Like I said, it was very inexpensive for the ferry rides there. And we went to the beach club. I found it on TikTok. TikTok be helping y'all out. And I went to Tropicana Beach Club and we had so much fun. That was like our best day in Greece. But it was only for a few hours and we were so sad. But we did so much that day. We got there like at 1 o'clock. And the last ferry going to Tino's from Mykonos was at 6 o'clock. So we literally only had a short amount of time. We was so upset because Mykonos was supposed to be the island that we were staying in the longest. Yeah. And we ended up having to stay somewhere else.
Damn.
Yeah.
It wasn't no fucking alternative neither.
So, anyway, so we come back to Athens the next day. And we just kicked it or whatever. And then we fly back. We flew back to Atlanta. To United States. But what I can say is I took like 8 swimsuits. And I only wore a swimsuit one time when we went to Mykonos. Because we were island hopping so much, we didn't have time to. And then when we were in Santorini, the Airbnb had a pool, but it was chilly that night. So we didn't want to get in the water. But we had a good ass time. So then also, now let me go back to my taxi driver from Athens. Thank God for my boy. What I said his alias was gonna be? Jacob. So boom, Jacob, this nigga, he, like I told you how he drive or whatever. He as he taking us to the airport, we getting ready to head back to the States now. He taking us to the airport. He like, his voice is like this. I'm not making it up. He talk like this, and he can't speak English that well. So. And mind you, the nigga drive crazy. So certain words, he gonna pull up his damn Google Translator and he was like, he wanted me to do him a favor, y'all. I'm like, what? He showed me, he pull up on his phone. He goes to type in Google. He type in court. So I say, court? Because it's the only thing I see is the word court. Yeah. Because he didn't know how to say it in English. Yeah. So I guess he typed in whatever court is in Greek or whatever. So I said court, and he said court. Yeah, lawyer. I said, okay, what else? He said, tomorrow. Tomorrow you WhatsApp me and basically he trying to get me to say like he had court on Monday. This nigga got me lying for him, y'all. He got
So they be out there working the one too.
Yeah.
They be out there working the one too.
He said he got court on Monday. He said, trouble. Judge, me no want to go. And his voice deep just like that. It just remind me like some of them Russian niggas like they be on movies.
God.
He told me he want me to text him on
they
WhatsApp.
the same everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. He told me he want me to text him on WhatsApp and say that when I got back to the States, I took a COVID test and I tested positive. And being that I was in his taxi, he need to get tested because he don't want to go to court on Monday. I'm dying laughing at this one because I'm like, but the same, say what you just said, like, niggas anywhere, they gonna work they want to. So I'm dying laughing, like, because he done built a rapport with us. He done been our taxi for 3 days. So it's like, he already knew, because when we got back, because remember.
That is hilarious.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
He already like, tomorrow your birthday. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, you remember my birthday and everything. Like, so he was like, tomorrow when you get back, I know it's your birthday. but he done told me, because he was like, mind you, they 7 hours ahead. He said, make sure I text him between 12 and 1. He done gave me the time frame and everything, y'all. So he can have enough time to report by Sunday and say, I need to quarantine because he don't want to go to court.
What did you do?
I text him. I had my boy, but shit, my boy, even though he drive like a NASCAR,
he looked out for y'all.
He was cool as hell, but you can tell he was a nigga like this. He was a street nigga, a Greek street nigga. Like, he was
court.
He said court, trouble, judge.
That shit translate wherever you go. I ain't fucking
Hold on,
with
wait,
it.
so I got a few tips. I got a few tips for everybody. If you want to go to any European country, and I do know for when I went to Dubai before, you need to purchase a travel plug adapter, because like how our our wall pieces and shit like that, when we put in the outlets, ours is like flat. Those 2 prongs are flat. Theirs are round.
Okay.
So we didn't know that. So that's why I'm letting y'all know. We didn't know that their outlets like that. So thank God our hotel, I ain't gonna lie, I stole theirs because I needed it for the rest of my trip. But they let us use theirs and I just ended up taking that shit. So I would say y'all go ahead and get one of those. Also in Greece, they only accept euros. They do not take US dollars. They not like these other countries, like the tropical countries and the Caribbean countries. They only take euros. So when you get to the airport, make sure that you do the currency exchange. And then also another thing what I will say is, if you're going to island hop while you're in Greece, make sure you purchase your ferry tickets. You can fly, but it's just enjoy the experience if you can't handle being on the water, enjoy the experience of the ferry. It's like super, super inexpensive. But what I didn't know is we purchased our ferry tickets online before going, and they were like $100-something for both of us. Like I heard before, like they be like $30-$40, but granted we ended up buying us last minute, so they were like $150. But when you're at the port in Greece, just go to the port, they're no more than $12-$15. Yeah. So make sure if you do want to island hop, just go early that morning and just go to the port or whatever. So you can book yours there. But I have one last tip that I did skip over. Another tip for Greece is make sure you bring a jacket, because although it is hot during the day, this is still their summer season as well, but it's windy at night. And I guess it's because they buy water.
Well, yeah, they got all that water by them.
So it's windy at night. So make sure you bring a jacket. And I'm glad one of my friends was able to tell me that somebody told him that. And just to wrap it up, for my layover from Athens, we flew to Boston. This is coming back. We flew to Boston. and it was so many cancellations that weekend. I heard it was like over 4,000
4,000.
flights that got canceled. And I was coming back the day before my birthday. I was supposed to bring my birthday in the airport actually, but I actually spent my birthday in Boston. I was super sad about it at first when I first found out, because I'm like, bro, I had birthday plans. Like, just imagine, like, I had to make whole makeup appointment. I had to cancel and all that. So I was distraught about it. But I was like, everything happened for a reason. Let me just go ahead and take it for what it is. I need some rest. So I rested on my birthday. And I actually have an older cousin in Boston. My mama hit him up, and him and his wife took us out. And his birthday was the day after mine. His birthday was the day after mine, so we just went all out to eat for our birthday.
I'm glad y'all had a good time. And I feel like all the mishaps and stuff, it really wasn't a mishap. Like, because y'all was still able to enjoy y'all selves.
Yeah,
or whatever.
it was just a good ass experience.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the thing about experiences is no matter how they come, it's still kind of worth it. And because whether it's gonna teach you to grow or you just enjoy that moment or whatever, like, experience is just an experience or whatever. So yeah.
And I can honestly say, even with what happened with my phone, I wasn't even upset. Like, I was just in shock at first, but I laughed it off, and I didn't give a damn if I get my phone fixed. I had already had my sister set me up an appointment for Apple. All right, so we can go ahead and get to the question of the night.
What's the question of the night?
The question of the night is it okay for your significant other to have opposite friends or best friends?
I'm cool with having friends with the opposite sex, because I know, me personally, I have a lot of male friends that's just, I ain't gonna say I just like being around males, but I like being around males. I like being around the testosterone, and it's nothing intimate, like, not attracted, nothing. It's just a good ass time. But I will say, that I don't have no issue with my dude being friends with a female, but it's more so of, I don't really trust females like that. But granted, I know who I am or whatever, but I'm really different from a lot of these females out here, and I know what they really out here doing, and a lot of females don't give a fuck about you and what you got going on. They just want your nigga. So it's kind of like, I have to understand y'all relationship. What's the history of y'all? Why are y'all so close?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to look. I'm not just gonna blatantly say you can't talk, that she can't be your best friend. I'm not gonna just blatantly say that. Just give me a little backstory so I can kind of put things into perspective or whatever, and then we can go from there. So no, in a sense, I really don't have an issue with my significant other having a female best friend or friends with females. But I would question if you cool with a whole bunch of females though.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I honestly can say, as usual, I would go ahead and just piggyback off of that, because I have the same feelings as well. And that I don't trust females goes the same way for males. They be like, no, I don't want my girl to have male best friends or male friends because I don't trust men. Type thing. So it really just depends on the person. But like you said, you want to know the background of their relationship. I do too. Do your family know this person? Like, because that'll really tell a lot. Unless it's like somebody who was like your coworker and then y'all became close friends or some shit like that. So your family might not know them. But I have to see y'all interact. And when I see y'all interact and I see how like she look at you or how she talk to you, I can really just gauge from there, like, nah, we gonna go and cut that one off. Or nah, shot really good people.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I agree with that.
All right then. So it's time to get into our vibe on demand. Our vibes on demand. Go ahead. What's your vibe on demand, sis?
Okay, so my vibe on demand this week is none other but my beautiful ass, model ass, fashion designer ass,
Oh.
niece.
Ooh.
She goes by the name of Clara McIntosh.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's actually going to, I'm so proud of her, and I'm going to help her with this one. She's hosting her first pop-up shop on Saturday, August 20th. And it's going to be a fashion show pop-up shop. And she doing it by herself, y'all. I'm just so proud of her. We're just going to go ahead and give her that.
Yes.
But she designed her junior prom dress and her senior prom dress. Like, sis gonna make it somewhere. But like I said, y'all make sure y'all check her out. She's in the fashion, she's into art, and I just love her. She's just such a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, and that's my niece. Who your vibe on the man this week?
My vibe on the man is the none other, the biggest,
The biggest. Ooh.
the notorious T.
Okay, BT. Okay, little bro.
But nah, for real. So, you know, kind of going back to what I was telling y'all earlier in the during my check-in. I create one thing I like to do. I like to make playlists. Like it just comes naturally for me. I might just get in a mode and I'm just like, oh, this song go with this song. This song go with this, and I just create a playlist. So a while ago, I created a playlist 220. And basically, it's second to none. It's a motivation and pouring into yourself playlist. And what's crazy is I had just got done creating this playlist like a week or two before I started feeling the way that I was feeling. So like over the past 2 weeks,
You've been listening.
I've been listening to it and just like feeding off of it, and it's really been helping me. I have just all type of self-love, self-motivation type songs on there. One would be, what's the, I can't even think of them right now because the wine done got to me. But yeah, Apple Music, Notorious Till, 220 playlist. I'm going to put the link in our description box. And I'm also going to put Claire's Pop-Up Shop in our description box. So y'all check out our vibe on the mans. And
that's it.
That wraps up
episode 12.
Oh, we getting up there. We getting up
we in
there.
the double digits, y'all.
We getting up there. But yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Auntie Talk Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, and Twitter at Auntie_Talk. And like I said, subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, share with your mama, your auntie, your uncle, whomever.
Post it on your page.
Do us that favor. And until next time,
bye, y'all.